Hello, this is Ferris Khan, and I decided I wanted to do a reaction video. Mike Levine from Ford PR has posted a video that's over 10 minutes long, and he called it, and this is coming from a PR person, he called it the most boring hands-free driver assist technology ever. So this person is from Ford, and he's calling it the most boring hands-free driver assist technology. So I thought I would just go ahead and run the video, provide a little bit of color commentary, so maybe we can boost the views of this for Mike, help him out a little bit on the PR side. These are all just my opinions. I just want to make sure everyone knows that. The facts that I got, quote unquote facts, are some of those are Googled, so I may have it wrong. Please don't trust me in some of the things that I'm saying. This is for entertainment value only, and also perhaps a few more people will watch Mike's video because of this video. So I'm just going to be in the corner here. I'll provide a little bit of play-by-play commentary and some other provide some notes here. So let's go. All right, I'm going to turn the sound up a little bit just so you can hear it. Whatever car this is, looks like an F-150. Looks like relatively quiet in there, so that's good. There I see a Ford product, so that's good. That just passed. This is in California, so that's somewhat surprising. I'm going to turn down the sound a little bit because I have a couple other notes here. One of the things that it appears that's unique to what you're seeing here is that there are no hands on the steering wheel. So it wasn't one of these cropped kind of things where you can see from Tesla where they have their hands kind of underneath, but it looks like they're not touching, or they have some sort of device or whatever when they're recording the video. In this case, you see Mike is not touching at all. He's not touching the steering wheel at all. Now, it maybe just as a suggestion, you can kind of see the road in the infotainment there in the center stack is relatively straight. Would have been nice to have a little bit of curves, some curves here and there. From what I understand, Ford has done something like over 110,000 miles of testing with this. They called it MOART, I believe, from my notes that I have here. And that stands for Mother of All Road Trips, I believe. So that's pretty cool. They've tested it. My understanding is that only 1.2% of the miles of roads that we have in the United States are interstate highway, like you see here. What I'm guessing the majority of what you would see in their testing, the 110,000 miles were on interstate highways. 1.2% are interstate highways. However, it represents 24% of the total traffic. So certainly to focus there makes a lot of sense. So I really like the idea that you can drive for the majority of your miles hands-free, but that last few miles, you can kind of put your hands back on the steering wheel and finish the job. Seems a lot more safer. Seems like that would be adopted in a better way. Let's see. There's some movement from Mike. I think he was putting on some glasses, perhaps, or something to that effect. So I just wanted to point that out. Oh, there it is. There it is. The moment of the glasses being put on. So did not want to miss that. So again, his hands are totally back. They're not touching the steering wheel at all. This system also works with faded, or the way they've tested it, and this is just my understanding, with faded highway lines with severe weather. I'm assuming, I'd like to get a little bit more feedback from Mike. It also, when it's in construction zones, it's able to handle that to a certain extent. It monitors not just the head in terms of, oh, okay, my head's going down or I'm about to fall asleep, something like that. It also monitors the eyes. So that's very important that if you're just kind of wandering, daydreaming, whatever, it'll put you back into kind of looking down the road there. It seems like the load of doing this, if you have an 8-hour drive or something like that, it's mostly on the highway. It seems like it's going to be easier for you, but you certainly do need to still pay attention, so to speak. Differences with Tesla. Now, my understanding is Tesla has this thing that they call full self-driving, or FSD. However, I'm not sure that there's anything about it that's full self-driving. It's just a name that doesn't seem to match up with actually what you're paying for. My understanding is that you have to pay a significant amount, something like $10,000 for this FSD. But as of now, it's sort of pseudo beta, not exactly. Sometimes the sun will turn into a yellow light and be recognized as a yellow light. So it will do all kinds of weird things. And it's on regular roads, which makes me nervous because it seems like a beta on regular roads may not be optimal. All right, so those are my thoughts with respect to this. Let's see how long along the video we are. We are approximately halfway through the video. So now I'm going to just kind of try to see. Looks like he's in the same lane. He's not doing any, I'm going to do a little bit of play-by-play. Doesn't look like he's changing lanes at all. He's in the second, it looks like there's a HOV lane, then a high-speed lane, and he's in the second lane. I'm going to try to do car spotting. He just got shown up by a Toyota Prius, I believe. Was impressive to see another Ford kind of there, but let's see what happens here. Normally, when I drive, I've told my kids and my nephews and niece that you need to be 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front of you. So wait till they pass a sign, then you pass a sign. Looks like this is a little bit closer. It looks like the traffic is slowing down here. So it'd be interesting to kind of know what is that amount. Do we need to? Is it something that's less than 2 seconds? I also tell young drivers or first-time drivers, or without much experience, I tell them that you really need to, if there's a car in front of you that you can't see past, in other words, you can't see 2 cars ahead, you need to make that 2 seconds more like 3 seconds. So let's just kind of time it here. You see this Jeep, or I'm sorry, you see this car directly in front. It's passing this sign now, 1 Mississippi. It's about 1 second. So probably a little bit too close for my comfort, but maybe I'm on the conservative side with respect to this. Mike, if you do this again, let me see what the miles per hour is. It looks like 20 miles per hour, a little bit less. So we're in heavy traffic, and it looks like it stopped completely. That is awesome. Nothing touched, down to 3 or 4 miles an hour. Nothing's going on. Let's see how it speeds up. This is dramatic points. I'll get to my actual point in a second here. Let's see how it's speeding up. Looks like Mike's not touching anything, no accelerator. And all of a sudden we're up to 23 miles per hour. So that's great. That seems to be working very nicely. If you do this again, Mike, it would be great to see if there's a road that was winding a little bit. It'd be great to kind of see if we could change lanes. We have a Jeep battle here. I wish that I could get my Bronco there, kind of in between the Jeeps to separate them a little bit. That would be good. But let's see what happens with this this Jeep battle. One of them seems to be in the HOV lane. Hopefully there's more than, either it's a plug-in or hopefully more than one occupant in there. Told Mike that I would drink coffee. I saved some coffee, but it was only 1 sip. So I'm going to go ahead and drink that now. This is the Michigan cup. If you're interested, it's a really nice cup. And I will also have some donut. This is a Dunkin' Donut. Oh, very nice Mustang there. All right, we're up to 8 minutes and 43 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can end on a high note here. What I've seen here is mostly straight driving, all in one lane, some decent car spotting, braking all the way to stop and then accelerating afterwards. All of that seems really awesome. So that's great. Looked like Mike didn't touch a thing. He did move a little bit, but I think that movement was to put on his glasses or something to that effect. Doesn't look like he touched the accelerator or brake. So all of that is fantastic. I would like to see, let's get some curves in the road. Let's get some lane changing. That would be awesome. All right, so where are we at? We're at 9 minutes and 37 seconds. This is a little bit different for me in terms of a video. I'm just doing this for fun. Hope you find it useful, and I hope it increases the page views for Mike Levine. I'll go ahead and stop now, and Mike can finish his video. We are at the last 30 seconds. Thank you. All right, there we go.